Ever find yourself dodging the office kitchen? You know, that place where you might run into Brenda from accounting, who loves to share every detail about her cat's latest vet visit. Or maybe it's Steve from IT, who always has a new conspiracy theory to discuss. It's like navigating a minefield of small talk and awkward silences. You know, that awkward spot where Brenda from accounting goes on and on about her cat's tummy troubles. And let's not forget the endless debates about the best way to brew coffee, or the latest episode of that popular TV show you don't even watch. Yeah, we've all been there. It's like a universal experience, a rite of passage in the modern workplace. The knowing nods, the forced smiles, the polite laughter at jokes that aren't really funny. For some, it's a quick moment of social anxiety, a fleeting discomfort that passes as soon as you leave the room. But for others, it's a deeper, more ingrained feeling. It's that instinctive urge to avoid these interactions altogether. But for others, it's a deep-down instinct, as natural as breathing. It's not that you dislike your colleagues. It's just that you find solace in solitude. You thrive in your own space, where you can focus and be productive without the constant interruptions. If this sounds like you, congrats. You might be one of the office's secret tribe, the lone wolves. These are the individuals who prefer to work independently, who find joy in their own company, and who often produce their best work when left to their own devices. Don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. Being a lone wolf doesn't mean you're antisocial or unfriendly. It just means you have a different way of working, a different rhythm that suits you best. Being a lone wolf doesn't mean you'll be howling at the moon in the hallways, though tempting, right? It means you might prefer the quiet of an empty office after hours, the peace of working late when everyone else has gone home. It just means you might like spreadsheets more than small talk, and deadlines more than team building. You find satisfaction in completing tasks, in seeing a project through from start to finish without the need for constant collaboration. And hey, who needs constant chatting when you've got a stapler and a dream, right? So embrace your lone wolf nature. Celebrate the unique way you contribute to the team. After all, every pack needs its lone wolves, the ones who bring balance and focus to the chaos. Now, before you start hoarding office supplies for your solo productivity fort, let's dive into something that might explain why you prefer working alone. We're talking about avoidant attachment. It's a fascinating concept that can shed light on how we interact with others, especially in a work environment. Basically, it's an attachment style, a way we behave that we learn early on, and it shapes how we relate to others. This style is often developed in childhood, influenced by our early interactions with caregivers. Think of it like your relationship operating system, pre-installed from your childhood. Just like a computer's OS, it dictates how you process and respond to social interactions. For people with an avoidant attachment style, getting close to others can feel like trying to park a big truck in a tiny space, tricky, uncomfortable, and maybe dangerous to anything nearby. They often feel overwhelmed by too much closeness and may prefer to keep their distance to avoid feeling vulnerable. They like independence and doing things themselves, often thinking being open is the same as being weak. Spoiler, it's not. This self-reliance can be a double-edged sword, providing a sense of control but also isolating them from potential support and collaboration. This doesn't mean they're robots without feelings. They just show and feel emotions differently. They might struggle to express their emotions openly, but that doesn't mean they don't experience them deeply. Understanding this can help us create a more supportive and empathetic work environment. By recognizing and respecting these differences, we can foster better communication and collaboration. It's about finding a balance between independence and connection, ensuring everyone feels valued and understood. If you find yourself identifying with avoidant attachment, remember that it's just one part of who you are. There are ways to work on it, such as therapy, self-reflection, and building trust gradually with those around you. Taking small steps towards opening up can lead to more fulfilling relationships, both personally and professionally. So, next time you feel the urge to retreat into your productivity fort, consider reaching out instead. You might be surprised at the positive impact it can have. So how does this work in the real world of work? Well, picture this. A big project needs lots of teamwork. Your colleagues are throwing around ideas, brainstorming like crazy, and there you are, safe behind your laptop, secretly wishing for noise-canceling headphones and a time machine to before the group project. Sound familiar? Avoidant attachment can show up at work in different ways. Trouble sharing work, liking solo tasks, keeping your personal life private, and pulling back emotionally when things get too friendly. It's like an invisible force field around your desk, quietly, or not so quietly, saying, proceed with caution. Section 4. Taming the Wolf Within: Strategies for Connection. Now, before you start sharpening your claws and marking your territory, remember, humans are social creatures, even the quiet ones. Making connections, even if it's scary, is important for a happy work life. So, how can our lone wolves handle the social maze of the office without going crazy? Start small, chat a little bit here and there, think water cooler talk, without the gory details of Brenda's cat's digestion. Really listen, ask open-ended questions, and share little things about yourself. Remember, being a little open can be great. You don't have to tell all your secrets, just share a funny story or what you did on the weekend. Section 5. Stoic Wisdom for the Modern Office. Even the great Stoic philosophers, the experts in controlling emotions, knew how important connection is. In the hustle and bustle of the modern office, it can be easy to forget the value of genuine human connection. We often get lost in our tasks, deadlines, and the constant stream of emails, but the Stoics remind us that we are inherently social beings. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, we are born for cooperation, like feet, like hands, like eyelids, like the rows of upper and lower teeth. This ancient wisdom is still relevant today. In a world where individual achievements are often celebrated, it's crucial to remember that teamwork and collaboration are the backbones of any successful organization. See, even those Stoic guys knew teamwork is important. They understood that working together harmoniously can lead to greater achievements than working alone. In the modern office, this translates to fostering a culture of mutual respect and support. When we collaborate effectively, we not only achieve our goals but also build stronger relationships with our colleagues. But what about when the office feels like a Roman gossip arena? In today's open-plan offices, distractions are everywhere. The constant chatter, the ringing phones, and the endless notifications can make it hard to focus. It's easy to get frustrated and feel overwhelmed. Epictetus, another Stoic expert, gives us this advice: there is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. This means that instead of getting stressed about things we can't control, we should focus on what we can control. In the office, this might mean taking a few moments to breathe deeply and center ourselves when things get chaotic. Can't stop Brenda's constant talking? It's a common scenario in many offices. There's always that one colleague who seems to have an endless supply of stories and comments. While it can be tempting to get annoyed, the Stoics would advise us to accept that we can't change others' behavior. Put those headphones back on and focus on what you can control, how you react and what you do. By tuning out the distractions and concentrating on your own tasks, you can maintain your productivity and peace of mind. Remember, the key to a harmonious office environment lies in our ability to manage our reactions and stay focused on our own responsibilities. Embracing Stoic wisdom in the modern office can help us navigate the challenges of our work environment with grace and resilience. By fostering cooperation, managing distractions, and focusing on what we can control, we can create a more productive and harmonious workplace for everyone. Section 6. Breaking down walls, one coffee break at a time. Remember, making connections isn't about suddenly becoming a super social butterfly. It's about taking small, easy steps, gently pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, and finding a balance between wanting to be independent and the good things about connecting with others. Think of it as slowly making your territory bigger, one careful step at a time. And who knows? You might even start liking those quick coffee breaks, laughing with colleagues, and maybe, just maybe, even being a little gasp open. Don't worry, your secret's safe with us. Just don't tell Brenda's cat. Section 7. Your turn. Share your lone wolf tales. So, fellow lone wolves, what are your tricks for dealing with the social jungle of work? Any crazy stories of awkward moments or surprising times you connected with someone? Share your stories in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more funny and helpful videos about attachment styles in the crazy world of work.